Injuries sink us both. Rockets, Pistons in the finals. And the Houston Rockets have another one. Back-to-back championships for the Rockets. Sean Marion wins MVP this time. That legitimately may have been our greatest opportunity for both of us to win a title. I don't know if we will get another opportunity quite like that. Derek Fisher, Keith Van Horn, Antonio Daniels, Anton Walker, and so many others calling it a career. I at least want to find out tonight. Oh, not Jeff Gordon. I at least want to find out tonight, as the New York Knicks have a full change and the logo's updated for the Wizards. I need to know what both of our teams are going to look like. Big decisions coming up for both of us. We don't really know who's staying, who's going. Lottery-wise, the Timberwolves have the 14th and 12th best odds thanks to the Clippers and the Sixers. So not the highest picks in the world, but they're there. Let's see. For the Timberwolves, they stay at 14. Surprise, surprise. Number 13, the Memphis Grizzlies stay. And number 12, let's get this formality over with. 12th and 14th for the Timberwolves. The Magic selecting 26th as the New York Knicks get the first overall pick. To the draft. 2011 draft. First overall, the New York Knicks selects Kyrie Irving. Have fun with that. Second overall, the Portland Trail Blazers take Kawhi Leonard. Third overall, Charlotte Bobcats take a generated point guard, Will Bailey, who's got the broadest shoulders on earth. Fourth, Chicago takes Kemba Walker. And fifth, the New Orleans Hornets select Klay Thompson. Let's go ahead and sim to our picks. Timberwolves on the clock at 12. No trade offers, so let's see. Point guard wise, fucking nobody. I mean, there is Shannon Paul who's generated. I'm going to have to look at that guy. Shooting guard, Alec Burks is there. Moore is out there. At forward, Leroy Sims. I might have to start dipping into computer-generated players here. Bogdanovich is there. Marcus Morris, Chandler Parsons. Power forward, Tobias Harris is out there. And it's center, Tristan Thompson. And this douche. Also Valanciunas and Bismack Biyombo. I'm going to hopefully be able to double dip and end up with Paul and Sims with the next couple of picks. Starter for Paul, Sims also starter. Given my trouble at forward, I'm taking Sims over the point guard. Let's go for Leroy Sims out of UConn. So I just need the Grizzlies to not fuck me over. And they didn't fuck me over. So I'm going to be able to double dip for these two generated players. Shannon Paul also coming to Minnesota. We move ahead. Chat's pick. You're going to have trade offers. Marion Bridges is pretty bad. Philip Oliver's pretty bad. And you might as well. I mean, Kendrick Perkins, you might as well. Like, you could probably get someone like Valanciunas or shit like that. You know Perkins fucking dominates, apparently. Jesus Christ, he was giving you all kinds of trouble in the playoffs. Hal Geiger used to be my player. I wouldn't recommend going after him. You could guarantee yourselves Tristan Thompson. That's a trade right there. I have no idea why the Jazz are offering you Tristan Thompson. You take that. I don't think you can guarantee that Valanciunas or whoever else might be there is any better than Tristan Thompson. And Lenny White's 24. 2 firsts for Morris. First for 2 future firsts. Ed Davis, Stephen Hunter. I would take that Tristan Thompson pick. Absolutely. It is up to you guys. We have no idea who's still left on the board. But given that Thompson was taken 19th and this is pick number 26, and you get a second round pick, I think this is a fucking no-brainer. You essentially turned a 26th pick into a mid-round pick and a second rounder down the road. I would 100% take this trade. 100%. I think that's a no-brainer. This wasn't an amazing draft in terms of depth options at any position of need you might have, as my stream almost died and is still fighting for its survival. I'm going to save this really quick. Nope, okay, we're good. Hello. We're apparently fine. Now, I did accidentally turn down the trade because I panicked and thought I was going to get disconnected. But really quickly, since we did that, I know what the trade was. Your choice, pretty much Tristan Thompson or Bismack Biyombo. So that is your choice. In terms of the best players left in this draft, I mean, in terms of point guards, there's nobody great. Let's be honest. I mean, Reggie Jackson's out there. There's nobody great. You do have Burks at guard. Really quickly, I mean, fuck it. Again, you got Holiday, Chalmers, Bledsoe. You don't need anybody there. The one issue might be if you lose John Starks. But you have Eric Gordon. You got George, DeMar Johnson as a veteran forward. You honestly could use a depth forward now. I mean, here, obviously, you got Bosch, Ibaka, Ilyasova, Horford, McGee, Sanders. So if you go for need, you take a forward, which would be Chandler Parsons. Again, we're not going to have any money for free agency. So the best player available is Bismack Biyombo. So I will leave this up to you guys. So, do we take the Thompson trade? Do you take Bismack Biyombo? Or do you take Chandler Parsons for a position of need? And unfortunately, again, my connectivity to Twitch is really fucking dipping. I don't know what's going on. Had a lot of trouble with the Twitch servers lately. It's been a fun time. OBS has disconnected, but people are still able to vote. It's not my internet, YouTube. It's not my internet, so let's see what chat chooses. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, because you can't join the streams, we got to be like 50 episodes into this at this point. You're the best. Thank you. So we wait to see if OBS disconnects. Let's see. So it looks like chat was wanting to take the Tristan Thompson trade. If I say we were going to trade that pick, would I then get the offer for Tristan Thompson? There it is. Perfect. Perfect. All right. It looks like we have reconnected. Twitch can suck a fat one with how bad their servers have been lately. Already got the trade set up and good to go. 26th overall pick for Tristan Thompson and a second round pick. That is the deal. So an interesting move there. I probably would have taken the player of need. Minnesota back on the clock. I have to make this pick. There was no trade offer. And unfortunately, if you guys get the ability to trade your pick, I fucking highly recommend it. Although, you can just go for whoever. There's one C-grade dude left. This is fucking brutal. Jeffrey Harris, B-, but he's terrible. There's 1,000 C-. Let's just take the Wang man, Corey Wang, because there's no way I'm going to sign him. Golden State. And for you guys, you don't get a trade offer. Got to be honest, you might as well just take the best forward available. It's going to be one of these three. And it's going to be Vince Stephenson. Congratulations. You don't even have to sign him, but there's just nothing left in this draft. Absolutely nothing. So again, Irving went first. Jimmy Butler went to Cleveland. Markieff Morris to the Mavs. Nicola off to the Spurs. And I ended up with Leroy Sims and Shannon Paul. A good bit of business for me. Tobias Harris off to Memphis. Valanciunas to the Pacers. Bogdanovich to the Celtics. Of course, you guys ended up with Tristan Thompson. Mr. Freedom off to the Bobcats. Isaiah Thomas went to the Nuggets. Morris to the Nets. Biyombo went to the Warriors. Jackson to the Pistons. And there you go. Those are the big names. Burks off to the Bulls. The rookie signing. So Tristan Thompson, 76 rated, 20 years old, C+ potential. Stevens is a 70 at 23. He's pretty trash, but you might as well sign him because you need a depth option. Oh, these fucking servers. These fucking servers. My goodness. We have fun here. We have fun. So, you guys will be signing Thompson and Stevenson. Trust me on it. You're fine. For me, how good is Sims? Can we see this before Twitch fucks up again? Leroy Sims is an A-. Shannon Paul is a B. And Corey Wang is pretty trash. Not bad. Stevenson was, I think, like a C or a C-. Yeah, but you need the depth at forward anyway. I'm going to let Wang go because I have plenty of point guards. Can we speed run this? Options. Holy shit. All right. Let's see if we can get through this. If OBS drops the ball again, then it is what it is. So, let's take full inventory of the options, shall we? Let's take full inventory of the options that we have here, so you guys have to worry about Ibaka, Holiday, Gordon, Chalmers, McGee, Green, and Sanders. So let's go look at the team. So for you guys, you got Chalmers to worry about. That is your first vote. Do you keep Super Nintendo Chalmers, or do you drop him to let Eric Bledsoe step up? We will throw that to a vote here in a second. Because, again, you have some options at guard as well that you need to sort out. But that is your first option. It would be, what do you want to do with Chalmers? Do you want to open up room for Bledsoe, who has a B potential? And actually, what we'll do... So you got a decision to make about Chalmers. And then shooting guard-wise, actually, you got two choices. So let's make the choice about Chalmers. Keep or drop for Super Nintendo Chalmers. You got to factor in the money as well that he might cost. Obviously, right now, he's a better player than Bledsoe. But you got to think about money. It's the idea of he provides great depth for you, but he also costs money. And, again, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to outright keep John Starks Jr. You might honestly lose him, which will set your franchise back another 5 years. And the vote is to drop Super Nintendo Chalmers. So that is official. Chalmers will be out. At guard, of course, Stark's deal is up. Gordon and Green are both up. So the reason to keep Gordon, he's fantastic. And what if you lose Chalmers? Or excuse me, what if you lose Starks? But the idea of dropping Gordon, he's going to be more expensive than Danny Green. And honestly, he's got an A-. So that's the real tough choice, is proper balance. So the option is keep Gordon Green, both or neither. Big option there, chat. As you debate money versus team balance, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Playoff shows we need Starks or we're done. What will the choice be? Right now, it's pretty much going to be keep Gordon. Both is getting overwhelmed. Eric Gordon will be staying. Danny Green will be dropped. Also, Drew Holiday. We might have to revote. Well, do we need to revote the Chalmers deal? Because Holiday has an option too, and I think obviously you'd keep Holiday over Chalmers, right? And just run Holiday Bledsoe. I don't think there's any argument about that. So keep Holiday, drop Chalmers. Yeah, I forgot that Holiday was one of them whose deal was up. Power forward. The future of Serge Ibaka. I got a feeling I know what it's going to be. But what is the future of Ibaka? Think about how much money he's going to cost. You do have Ilyasova behind him. That's the only question about Ibaka, is it's just how expensive he might be. I wouldn't want to drop him either, though, in fairness. And then you'll have two decisions to make at center. So obviously the positives for Ibaka, pretty straightforward. The negatives, though, it's the money. Like, you do have Ilyasova behind him, who's under contract. And you've had some pretty bad luck. Some pretty bad luck indeed. In terms of trying to trade Ilyasova over the past couple of seasons. But the decision will be made. Serge Ibaka will be staying. Which means you're down to this new decision here. And this is the most interesting one. McGee and Sanders are both up. But now you have Tristan Thompson. So do you want to keep McGee? Do you want to keep Sanders? Do you want to keep both? Do you want to keep neither? This might be a good place to save a little bit of money. Now that you ended up with Tristan Thompson via trade. Because again, you definitely got some contracts that are coming due here. And the neither vote is going to win out here. The neither vote's going to win out. That doesn't guarantee that they're gone. But pretty much. Pretty much. So, Ibaka stays. Let's see. In terms of who's getting dropped, it's Chalmers, McGee, Green, and Sanders. I mean, Sanders is dirt cheap. That is true. The other guys at least cost a couple mil. If people want to change their mind on Sanders based off of how much it would be, you know, to keep him, that's fine. I can keep Sanders because of how cheap he is. But yeah, the other three, you know, that's a good amount of money for the other three. We're, you know, closing in on almost 10 mil. But yeah, Gordon, Holiday, Ibaka picking up those options. So Chalmers, McGee, and Green are in the rough spots. For me, let's see how fast I can get through this. It's Burke, it's a Boban, it's Gallinari, Dragic, and Rubio. So Burke is he's got a B+, but he can obviously go. Boban, I mean, I might as well keep if he's cheap enough. Gallinari, I could afford to drop. And I will. I'm going to drop Danilo Gallinari. And have Leroy Sims be my starter. Same thing you guys did with Paul George last year. And then honestly, at point guard, I love Goran Dragic, but I need Shannon Paul to be able to play. I might be dropping Dragic as well. Dragic and Rubio are both out. And with how Rubio played in the playoffs, I think I got to keep Ricky. So I'm definitely in line to make some tough choices after that. But I'll drop Burke. I'll keep Boban. I'm going to drop Gallinari, and I'm going to drop Dragic. I know he's an A-, but he's also, in terms of potential, but he's also 25. I mean, Danilo's only 22. But I just drafted somebody better than him. And I mean, I can't see the games played for Gallinari, but that injury was crushing. Like, that injury was frankly devastating, and we get Leroy Sims, and this guy could be amazing. He could be. So Dragic, Gallinari, Burke, all gone. We'll keep Boban and Rubio. And for you guys, keeping Ibaka, Holiday, Gordon, and Sanders. Pau Gasol is going to be a free agent. A lot of guys accepted their options. Qualifying offers. Obviously, you guys are going to extend the deal to Al Horford. I might as well extend offers to Davis and Hansbrough and Robert Reed as well. Quick and easy. So we go to free agency. LeBron James is a UFA. As is a 32-year-old Kobe Bryant. And Starks. But you guys, of course, have bird ears for Starks. Neither of us have the money to go after LeBron. Neither of us do. Damn. So, let's take a look at who's out there really quickly. Point guard wise, Mike Conley's the main man. A lot of different RFAs. Obviously, you guys will be going after Starks. I do have bird rights on Dragic. I'm probably going to look to bring back my guys. Yeah, like JJ's out there. Gallinari, Tucker, Davis, Millsap. I got a lot of guys to re-sign. And so do you. Obviously, top priority is keeping your own players, John Starks. Will you guys be able to lock him down for that 5-year deal is the question. Obviously, you got to go pretty much max offer. Actually, just outright max offer. There's no point in trying to save money. You max offer this kid. You guys are screwed without him. So that is the first deal. Is try to sign Starks. You guys also have to bring back Al Horford. Which, I mean, losing him would be pretty devastating too. What's that max offer? That definitely adds a good amount. So you can try to... because Horford's an RFA. So you can try to save money on Al. Go like $9 million flat for 5 years. And then again, you have Chalmers and JaVale McGee. I don't know necessarily if you want to bring back Chalmers. Again, you don't necessarily need him. And then McGee, you'll have Thompson and Sanders at center. So I think you can save money there. You can save money there by indeed letting them go. But you have the offers out for Horford and Starks. For myself. For myself. Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So at point guard, we have Rubio and Paul. Shooting guard is just Andre. Forward is just Sims. I do not have a power forward right now. And center is Chandler with Boban. Okay. So, if I look at point guards, could bring back Dragic, but like I said, I have Paul behind him. I can kind of save money by not bringing Goran back. Shooting guard wise, I need a depth option behind Iguodala. And I like Ben Gordon, but it's going to be JJ. Forward, I need someone behind Sims, so it will probably be PJ. It could be Gallinari, but Gallinari might be higher rated than Sims, so I can't really risk it. Power forward, I need Millsap back desperately. Probably Davis behind him. And then the big decision is, do I bring back Robert Reed as a secondary center when he's getting paid like a starting center? You know? So yeah, point guard wise, I hate to do it, but I got to let go of Goran Dragic with the guy I just drafted. Shooting guard, let's try to bring back Ricky Rubio. What's the max deal for him? It's up there. Okay. So JJ, let's see what we can do here, buddy. Hopefully he's back. At forward, like I said, I'd love to keep Danilo Gallinari, but it's going to be PJ Tucker. And honestly, I'm just going to sign him for a long time because he can be a good depth option for a long time. He's not asking for that much money. Power forwards, Millsap and Davis. Millsap is a UFA, but he has no offers. This is tough. Both of our teams are kind of walking a fine line here. We'll do 14.5 for Paul Millsap. Big baby. I can't go after yet. So for me, Redick, Tucker, Millsap have all accepted. Got Davis on a cap hold. Burke I'm going to let go of. Gallinari. Ben Gordon. I'm going to cap hold. Reed, Hansbrough. And we're going to drop Dragic. So yeah, Redick, Tucker, Millsap, good to stay. Drop Dragic. Can keep Hansbrough for the moment. Probably going to drop Robert Reed, depending on the money. Don't need Ben Gordon if JJ signs. Don't need Gallinari if PJ signs. Okay. Starks and Horford have both agreed to stay. You can drop the other three or keep them on cap hold, but Starks and Horford have agreed to stay. So for the Timberwolves, I don't have bird rights on Hansbrough, so I'm going to let him go. But I do still want to bring back Big Baby Davis, who has his qualifying offer. See if I can bring back Big Baby as a long-term depth option. And then just the big choice is whether or not I want to bring back Robert Reed. Boban as a backup is a tough one. I mean, Reed's expecting $9 million. I can certainly get him for a damn good contract. If he accepts 7.5, I'll take him. But yeah, it's true that he's an RFA. I still don't quite know what to do with Gallinari, Gordon, and Dragic if I have the money to sign them. For you guys, it's Chalmers and McGee. Al Horford has accepted, the original offer, but of course you're fine. So denounce rights for DeMar Johnson, drop Green, McGee, and Chalmers. You can still cap hold them, and if they sign, cool beans. But Horford and Starks are good. For me, it's JJ, Tucker, Millsap, Davis, Reed. Honestly, I'm going to cap hold Dragic, Gordon, and Gallinari at this point. So yeah, Redick, Tucker, Millsap, Davis, Reed. Cap hold everyone else, just in case. Okay. So, for me, already have Davis and Reed signed. Don't need to worry about anything else. Cap hold the other guys. We're good. For you, it is going to force you to have Horford on the 1-year deal, but it looks like the 5-year deal for John Starks is going to stay. So Starks stays in Orlando. And you still might end up bringing back Chalmers and McGee. That's a negative cap space. Luxury cap, baby. Welcome to basketball. And I'll still have Dragic and Gallinari available. Again, the only reason for me to not go with Dragic and Gallinari, Dragic will take away from Paul and Gallinari will take away from Sims. I got to think about the future. And for you guys, John Starks is still there. We'll see where LeBron went soon. Again, Chalmers and McGee are only two guys on the outs. You could bring back Chalmers. I mean, if he accepts. Yeah, I don't think you need to outright offer him a deal, but maybe like if he accepts type of deal. And again, Tristan Thompson there, so you don't really need JaVale McGee. So right now we're both kind of in the situation of what do we do? And you guys could also have Danny Green on roster still. All right, so last call for Chalmers, McGee, and Green. Last call. Do you want Chalmers ahead of Bledsoe? Do you want Green as a third choice guard? And did you want McGee for some reason? Anybody want to make an argument as to why that should go to a poll? Otherwise, we're just going to let him go. For me, I'm going to make the tough decision to drop Gallinari and Dragic for the sake of my future. Again, Danilo, it sucks, but I don't think I can trust you after that injury. Your potential's only a B-. I'll still cap hold hands, bro. All right. It's official then. Whoops. Well, now it's official for you guys. Renounce the rights for those three. So, we'll see if Tyler Hansbrough sticks with me. We'll get a look at our teams heading into the next season. Hansbrough accepts an offer from the Thunder. I'll go ahead and match that. And we'll take a look at the landscape of the league, knowing that LeBron James was a free agent this year. In terms of progression, Iguodala got a little bit worse after injury. Rubio did get better. I didn't have a ton of development. For you guys, Starks did get better. George, Ibaka, Gordon, Holiday, Bledsoe, Sanders, all improving. Not bad. There's the man of the hour himself. There's the man of the hour himself. The 2012 fucking draft class. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. So, as we always do, future picks, the Magic, nothing. The Timberwolves, nothing. Absolutely nothing. In this draft, the Brow, Draymond, Drummond, Jared Sullinger, Lillard, Harrison Barnes, Jay Crowder, Bradley Beal. And then it drops off just a little bit. Chris Middleton's kind of far down there. That's surprising. Austin Rivers. Not a bad draft. Not a bad draft. So for you guys, looking... Signed some random dude, Vince Ortiz, Luis Moore. Still don't have a great secondary situation. Larry Sanders definitely back to Lakeland for you guys. For me, honestly, probably Boban because I kept Robert Reed. That way Boban can get some playing time. It's full 20 years now. Oh, yeah. So the Timberwolves for this season. Brand new coach again, Chris Flores. Honestly, I could run 11 for the start of the season. Just drop bench utilization a bit. So Rubio, Iguodala, Tucker, Millsap, Chandler, Reed, Redick. Sims isn't starting over PJ, which has me a little bit worried. If I really dip into the youth over the veterans. There we go. But then it puts Reed in over Chandler. Oh, can we get this balanced? Can I get this balanced, knowing that we want it to be automated in the season in case of injuries? There we go. So Rubio, Iguodala, Sims, Millsap, Chandler. Got Reed, Reddick, Paul, Tucker, Davis, Hansbrough. Getting time this season. Not bad. Is Shaq still the coach of the Magic? Yes, he is. Look at that ear. You can't mistake that ear with anyone else. And for you guys to run an extended bench would be 10 people this year. Holiday, Starks, George, Bosch, Horford, then Ibaka, Gordon, Ilyasova, Bledsoe, and Tristan Thompson. Not bad. Both of our lineups survived pretty damn well. You guys had the same exact starting 5 that you had last year. You survived that offseason really well. For myself, I got this new guy, Sims. Again, B+ potential, taking a risk on him over Gallinari. Our windows are still there. Our windows are still there, but I genuinely don't know for how much longer. Let's look around the league. Trailblazers, Salem Stoudemire, DeAndre Jordan, Marcus Cousins, Kawhi. That's a decent little core that they've built up. In Portland, the Warriors, Gilbert Arenas, Rashard Lewis, Rafer Alston, young Evan Turner, Bismack Biyombo, Kevin Martin. The Raptors, no LeBron James in Toronto. It's an ancient Vince Carter and Sean Marion, who just won 2 titles in Houston. And Super Nintendo Chalmers goes north of the border. The Memphis Grizzlies with Tracy McGrady and nobody else. Raymond Felton, Danny Green. I'm going to go to the talking screen really quickly. Nope. Oh, we still got Charlotte. Amari Stoudemire, Stephon Marbury. Ennis Cantor. Still there. I'm going to do this just so that nobody can see. I didn't see either. Philadelphia, Elton Brand, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Jay Williams. I really wish it had worked out for me and Sharif. The Milwaukee Bucks, Mike Bibby. Corey Maggette, Lance Stevenson, Jeff Green. The Washington Wizards, Pau Gasol, Devin Harris, Wally Zerbiak, Brandon Jennings. Still very similar. The Chicago Bulls, now with Kobe Bryant. Playing alongside Jeff Teague, Wang Shishi, Nick Batum, Anderson Varejao, Deshaun Stevenson, and Kemba Walker. Kobe Bryant in Chicago. After many, many years with the Clippers, after many, many years of, following being drafted by the Suns, he's already been in the league for 15 years. Cleveland, LaMarcus Aldridge, Oliver Young, Larry Hughes, Jimmy Butler's there. So, Butler, Hughes, Aldridge, not bad. Hughes is 32, though. The Boston Celtics, James Harden and Tony Parker, Baron Davis, got Hassan Whiteside, Bogdanovich is there. Clippers with Kevin Garnett, and wow, Carmelo Anthony jumped from OKC to the Clippers after being drafted by the Sonics/Thunder. So Nelson, Anthony, Garnett, Asics there as well. Tony Allen, Ridnour. The Hawks still have Joe Scott, OJ Dantley, Spates, Ivy. So no major additions for the Hawks at all. They are pretty much the same. The Miami Heat, Charlie Villanueva, Greg Oden, Lamar Odom, Danny Granger, Darren Collison, Matt Bonner, Hal Geiger. Oden apparently has A- potential. I wonder what his injury is. The Hornets with a 33-year-old Dirk Nowitzki. Andre Miller, who still has to poop. Gordon Hayward. Klay Thompson there as well. Kendall Gill Jr. Utah Jazz. Dwayne Wade, Kyle Lowry, Ray Allen, Peja Stojakovic, Ty Lawson, Carlos Boozer, Steven Jackson. Holy shit. Sacramento with Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, new addition Manu Ginobili. Hold on, let's go back over. Yeah, Manu is there from Chicago. Excuse me, from Detroit. Chris Kaman, Brandon Rush, Channing Frye, Drew Gooden, Tiago Splitter. Not bad. The New York Knicks, Mike Conley, Kyrie Irving, Mike Dunleavy, Gerald Wallace, Leandro Barbosa, a couple of our old players. The LA Lakers with Steph Curry, Jermaine O'Neal, Antoine Jameson, Sean Livingston, Corey Brewer, Hito's still there. Of course, we know the Magic. The Dallas Mavericks with Steve Nash, DeMar, Antonio McDyess, Ricky Davis, Mike Miller. The New Jersey Nets, we still haven't seen LeBron. Andrea Bargnani, John Wall, Brooke Lopez, Julian Wright, Roy Hibbert. Like 3 really fucking good centers. Jesus. Caron Butler, George Hill. Interesting Nets team. Interesting Nets team for sure. The Denver Nuggets still rocking Chris Paul and Yao Ming. Rudy Gay is there as well. Iverson's getting up there in age. But still Yao Ming hanging in there at 31. The Indiana Pacers, Rajon Rondo and Kevin Durant as the big 2. Tyreek Evans, OJ Mayo, Derek Favors, Tim Thomas. Jonas Valanciunas. Still no LeBron. Detroit with Pierce, Love, Howard. And it falls off a bit from there. Avery Bradley notable. The 2-time defending champion Rockets have added LeBron James. LeBron and Jason Richardson on the same team. I don't really have a white flag. I got an inside out sweatshirt. Like, can I be done? Fuck me. LeBron leaves the Raptors after 2 years of not making it back to the finals and goes to play with the 2-time defending champs. The Spurs, Billups, Jefferson, Red. Richardson leaves after 1 year. Suns have Randolph and Duncan next to one another. Ben Gordon. Thunder with Derrick Rose, Trevor Ariza, Bino Udrih, Monta Ellis. LeBron James went to the fucking Rockets for the next 3 years.